viewers, welcome back to the channel. Shantia here. Welcome back to Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Today, welcome back to the Infinite Surrender series, the Ultimate Glow Up series. This is a series that is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as infinite success, abundance mindset. So we're here in this series, we're here to kind of help shift you towards more abundance, towards believing and understanding that you are infinite. So I'm going to wait till the end of this video to do the mantra as well as the singing bow. And then I'm going to pull a tarot card at the end of this. So we're just going to get into the lessons from now on. So today we're talking about healing self-confidence. Part of stepping into abundance and part of being able to receive and part of becoming an infinite expression of yourself is also learning how to heal your self-confidence. So I think this is definitely something that women, I was told this, and I absolutely would have to agree. Women we don't come into this world with a natural sense of confidence. We have to do more work to build it. And it's not because it's a man's world, which, that's what people say. I don't believe that. I'm just like, it's always been a man's and woman's world. But it's just that we're naturally humble because feminine energy, if you think about it, is humble. The Virgo zodiac sign is a representation of like the feminine, the ultimate symbol of feminine energy. And Virgos are very humble. So humility, wanting to hide, hide, is a very feminine, what do you call it? It's a very feminine response to things. So I used to think, oh my gosh, why don't I have the confidence? It's just something we have to build. We have to do the work to build it for ourselves. Whereas men come in, think about boys, they just come in with a natural exuberance to just like go and do things and destroy. Whereas girls may have a tendency to be shy sometimes, or just feminine energy in general, it has more shyness revolving around it. So self-confidence is something you have to heal, you have to build, and especially as a feminine in coming into this world, it's something you have to take the time to invest into creating for yourself. The way that I've been practically, I don't know why I'm doing that. The way that I've been practically able to do that for myself is through joining the Toastmasters Club, where we learn how to do public speaking and speak in front of groups of people, get confident with our words, and just being seen. And that's something as women you have to practice doing, but it's also something what we naturally crave is being seen. So, if posting photos on Instagram, Facebook, or doing YouTube videos makes you feel seen, that's good. It's healthy. I used to wonder if that was like too much of an attention. Am I an attention whore for wanting to do those things? But it's just healthy. Any kind of woman, it's healthy for her to be confident with being seen because it's like confidence therapy for us. Okay, so I wanted to break this video down into different sections revolving around healing self-confidence, organization, temperament / self-control, identity / being a shapeshifter. Acting is about being like an actor, an actress, and embodying what you're trying to become. And the last thing I want to talk about is false humility. Actually, I think that's the first thing I want to talk about because we need to nip that one in the bud. And then lastly, we're going to dive into affirmations. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the false humility. So naturally, of course, I think if you're more feminine, you have a natural humbleness or humility to you. But I say watch for the false humility. When I say false humility, if you feel called to be seen, if you want to be in front of people, if you want attention, be in flow with that. Okay, like be in flow with that because we naturally know, like, when you get hungry, if you're craving something, you're craving certain food, we naturally know what we need. So if we're craving attention, go get attention. Just do it in a healthy way. That's the difference. Is there's a healthy way to do it, and then there's an unhealthy way to do it. You want to go ahead and move towards getting attention in a very healthy way. And a healthy way to do that is just through doing something you love, expressing yourself. So if you want to dance, learn how to dance. You want to learn how to, I don't know, model and do Instagram videos? I don't know. Instagram images. If you want to be a teacher in front of people, wherever you feel called to be out there, be a leader, be in front of people, work towards it. Join a club, do it. If you want to get fit, get your body ripped, go do it. Move away from this idea of like, well, no, I don't have to. At some point, something's gonna call into you to, like, step up to the plate. So if you think about it, when you're a mother, your mothering instincts kicked in. Well, hopefully they do. When you become a mother and your mother instincts kick in, you're just like, "I need to be everything for this kid and, like, take care of this child and whatever this child needs," and, you're willing to be mother bear. It's the same kind of thing if you feel called to seek, attention or be in front of people, then go ahead and do that. Don't try to suppress it because, again, go with the flow of what you're feeling called to do because it's going to help you flow with your energy. At some point, every woman needs to work on her confidence and she has to build that and be comfortable with being seen because when you allow yourself to be seen, it's a part of your abundance mindset too. Being able to be magnetic and attract what you want, you'll be able to do that effortlessly through practicing that. Another thing that I want to segue into is perfectionism. So something that always stopped me from wanting to present something is this idea of like, well, it's not perfect. And I kicked this habit pretty much through doing YouTube videos by just presenting and also through doing my Toastmasters where I just like put things out there. Everything actually, social media, I just impulsively put things out there. I'm like, I don't whether it's gonna get the likes or not, it doesn't really matter to me at this point. Of course, you want to grow, but the thing is, I know the secret to life, which is energy. Energy builds. Energy builds. So everything if you're cultivating some kind of confidence through projects and doing things, even if people aren't watching, if you're putting it out there for the world to see and you're not feeling this any like remorse or regret, it's freeing you. So practice just like putting things out there, getting out of this perfectionism mindset of it has to be perfect. I always felt like as an artist, I was a perfectionist and I draw very realistically, but at the same time, I had a very freeing approach to a lot of my work because it freed me from this perfectionistic mindset. Honestly, the perfectionism really gets worse when you internalize a lot of things. If you're getting criticism or critique or feedback and you start to internalize things and be like, "Oh, I guess nobody likes it," then that doesn't really help you. So what I learned to do is I just believe whatever I do is good enough as is. Whatever I did, it's just good. It's just that has to be good. It has to be the best that I could have done because I can't go back and change it. So I just free myself. I say it's good enough as is. And then I look at the feedback, if I get any kind of feedback, and I see which feedback resonates with me and which does not. Because I want to get better at everything, that's important to me, that matters to me. Another thing, a mantra that I like to use, because I'm stepping into more leadership roles. The way I've learned to, because I'm not the type of person where I'm like, you make a list of everything you need to do and you need to be perfect for the role. I'm just like, "No, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds like too much work. No, I'm not gonna be perfect the first time around. I'm not gonna be perfect." No, beginning something I've never done before. I don't have those unrealistic expectations for myself. What I desire for myself is to do the best that I can, but I can't control everything. So a mantra I like to use is I will take it in stride. I will take it in stride. Someone tells me, "Hey, can you handle it?" I will take it in stride. That's all I can say because I'm not gonna say I can't handle it. The way you talk about yourself matters. So if you go around saying, "Oh, I don't know," because I used to do that, but that's like the false humility thing. Because I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I can do good," but the thing is, everything is an option, right? If you say, "Oh, I'll do great," that's an option, versus, "Oh, I don't think I'll do very good," that's an option. What you don't wanna do is become a self-fulfilling prophecy for yourself. You don't wanna self-prophesize errors and issues and all of that. And the way that I've learned to just kind of work through that is just like, I take it in stride. I take life day by day. I'm not trying to like gobble it up and absorb it and be perfect and do everything all at once. What I do is I practice. I practice things over and over and over again until I get to the final product, right? If I'm if I have like a big presentation or something, then I would practice and practice and practice because all of that is building towards the bigger readiness of being able to do something. And everything, it's my belief that everything that I do contributes to my highest good. Everything contributes to the, self-image I'm trying to build. Everything contributes to my success. Every bit of effort, every flaw, every effort, every best prize, every reward, everything contributes. It all gets to contribute. And we have to remember that there's so much happening behind the scenes. People see the 10% of success. They don't see the 90% of effort and hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that you're putting into something. I used to do these videos and I used to re-record them like 3 times over and over again. And then I was just like, because then it would take so much time. It was so draining. I would have to watch the videos over and over again, look for all the flaws, look for everything. By the time I got to the whatever the 4th version, it was washed out because the first version had all of the energy, all the enthusiasm, all the intuition, and then it kind of faded away because I trusted myself less and less. Trust yourself more and more and more. So I bust out the first product. I don't put out the 3rd or 5th, whatever I do first time, it's good enough. Because first of all, it takes a lot of time just to rewatch the videos and then edit them and whatnot. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make my life easy by just being present as possible with my first product and giving it my best effort. Okay, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting all of that. So the next topic I want to talk about is organization. So I'm not a okay, this is funny. I don't consider myself super organized, but I do need some sort of structure in my life. Otherwise, things would fall apart. So I love my planner. Someone got me this planner years ago. A friend of mine's got me this planner. Isn't that cute? It's like, it's not sophisticated or anything, but this is, oops, sorry. This is all I need. This is all I need. I just need this. It has the calendars, it has the pages, the weeks and the months, and it's perfect. Get a planner, get organized, make some bullet points. Honestly, the Post-it note, I mean, if you have the Post-it note on a calendar, that might work better. I'm not super anal about keeping everything perfect in my calendar. I just put things on there and make sure I know where things are so I know what time to arrive to work that day, because I don't work in a 9 to 5, a standard 9 to 5. My schedule changes all the time. It's different days, different times, different events going on. So I have to be ready to adjust. So writing things down and having a planner is very important because honestly, energetically, it gets you ready to be prepared. And that's what I learned. It took me a while to learn that, but I was the type of person, I was very feminine energy, very chill, way too passive. And I would just be like, well, I'll just see what happens. I'll just arrive. And before I worked a job where I had like a expected day-to-day routine. It was the same schedule every day. So I didn't really think about, oh, what time do I arrive and what do I need to be prepared with? It was the same routine, same outfit, it was the same every day. But now my things fluctuate more, which is what I called for in my life. I need variety in my life. Make sure you just structure, you organize, you write it down, whatever you need to get done, and be ready for it. It's really as simple as that. If you write it down, you'll be ready, you'll be prepared. Look at your calendar, take 5 minutes every day to look at your calendar and be like, oh, what do I need to do tomorrow? And just get those tasks done. If I look at my calendar and I write bullet points in that day, I will get things, pretty much everything off my list checked. If I don't look at it, I typically don't. But it's so funny because then what I notice is that my life is a lot more, there's so much space and time to get things done than I realize. But it's a great way just to be sure energetically before you are moving towards something, you have the energy to give to it, because you make sure to get your 8 hours of sleep. You make sure to eat your breakfast. You make sure to pack your things ahead of time and get in the car in time and everything. Everything gets to be smooth and effortless and easy with your transition. But organization, when it comes to confidence, it's directly related, because you have to be organized to be a leader. You have to know what's going on. You have to know what your team is doing. I was so used to being at the back or just a passenger for so long, and I was okay with that until I wasn't. Because being a passenger, like literally, it's like literally a passenger, and metaphorically a passenger in my life, it didn't work out for me because I'm supposed to lead my life. I'm a natural leader for myself. I'm a natural leader in certain ways that I didn't realize before. I have to drive my life. Not to mean I'm not like super controlled, and again, I'm not super rigid about controlling time. I noticed though how important it was for me to drive my life, and the way that I had to drive my life was being much more organized and intentional about where my energy goes. So for the next topic, we're going to talk about temperament and self-control. So this is, I think, pretty direct and brief. You have to manage your emotions. I talk about this all the time in my healing series and pretty much like every single video. It's like self-control is important. Learning how to manage your emotions is very important, especially when people are looking up to you. So if you want to be a confident person, you have to sort of know how to compartmentalize your emotions, especially in the moment when you're working and engaging with what you need to do. Set aside concerns or worries. Worrying, I never really understood the worrying thing because I'm like, what does that do? If I'm worried, how can I have the energy and the enthusiasm of my team or the group of people I'm working with? How can I be present for them? So, yes, I have a bit of anxiety around things, but I try not to worry about them. I set it aside, the worry, and I focus on what I can do. So managing your temperament, your fluctuation of emotions, we don't want this. We do not want that. We want this. Or at least a little bit of this. We do not want this. So if we can find a way to neutralize things as much as possible, in a healthy way, that's what's important. I noticed like that as a leader, you just need to know how to neutralize because it helps me to focus. I can neutralize my emotions, I can focus, I can get things done. I have the confidence to do what I need to do and be here for people. All right, so for the next topic, we're going to talk about identity and shape shifting. So this also ties into my next topic about acting, but let's just talk about identity and being a shapeshifter. So for so long for me, you guys hear me talk about this on the channel all the time. I identified with being a introverted, shy person. I consider myself introverted for sure, and it does take me a minute to warm up to people, for sure. But what I've also noticed is that whatever identity you need for that job, let's say, you need something where you need more energy, you need to be in front of people, just be that. Be ready to be that. If we become so tied to a certain identity, sometimes it's hard for us to get out of that. I always imagine life is like a spectrum. And especially as a woman, I consider myself a very multifaceted being. There are many different aspects to me, and I'm okay with being all of them. There are days where I am kind of to myself and quiet. There are moments where I'm more of that. There are days where I'm more enthusiastic and engaging. And especially when I'm doing these videos, the engagement is important, but it's also just something I enjoy bringing too. Enjoy the spectrum of what you get to experience. Don't get locked in an identity of what you think you are to people. Allow yourself to fluidly become whatever you need to be in that moment. Shapeshift. We're shapeshifters. All of us, especially women. We are shapeshifters. And that's why men look at us and they're like, wow, you're such a mystery. Because I just don't know. I can't quite pin you down. That's because we're very fluid. That's feminine energy for you. Be whatever you need to be. Don't get locked into an identity of, I can't do this. I'm not a leader. We all have it in us. You just need to bring it out. Which brings me to my next point. Practice acting it out, or become an actress. Become an actress. That was like the one thing I was told when I was stepping into the role of becoming a teacher. They kept telling me to become an actress. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? But then I realized, oh, I do like acting. I do like acting. I think there's definitely a different dynamic when you get in front of people. I'm like, when I talk about things that really matter to me, I don't have to try to bring it. I just do. However, there are going to be days where you're not feeling super enthused. Yet you have a team to lead. Yet you have people who are looking to you. You do have to be an actress. If you're uncomfortable with stepping into a new role, act it out in here. And then practice it when you're by yourself or you're in front of the mirror in the bathroom. Just practice, what would this role look like? What would this feel like? Whenever I think about these YouTube videos, I naturally just start like doing all of this. When I'm talking, I'm not even talking out loud. I'll be talking in my head and I'm doing all of this because I can just feel the expression of it. So tap into acting as if, or acting it out. That way you get comfortable with doing it. Don't get locked into, oh, I can't do that. You can do whatever you can do. You can do whatever you believe you can do. Act it out. Start pretending. Do the walk, do the talk until you get comfortable with feeling like you can do that. If you don't practice it enough, then it will feel very uncomfortable. If you practice it, it'll come a little bit more naturally to you. You'll find your natural affinity for your expression, your way of expressing that thing and doing that thing, doing that role. But yes, I do stress the importance. Think about how you would say it, think about how you would do it, and then embody it in your body. Feel the expression of how it would come out and then do it. Because our whole body is like it's a powerful machine. And when you use it wisely, it can guide you and show you the way. And when you embody it, it feels true. That's the thing. I'm like, we don't have to get locked into, that's not who I am. You just own it in your body. There are times when, this is why I love the other series and I talk about stepping into your power. So check that out. I'll go ahead and probably link it for you guys. When I'm talking in front of people, part of me is like, shy, hide. The other part of me is like, just do it, girl. Like, what is there to hide? When I relax into my energy and I'm like, well, I've done this before, I can do this. The nerves just go away. I'm not concerned with the nerves. I'm just owning it, owning my power, owning my energy. The other part of my notes I added, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, is say what you mean. So last note about stepping to self-confidence and healing your self-confidence, say what you mean. Don't try to pile. I think sometimes we as women, we do this especially, but if you're a very empathetic person, a very compassionate person, maybe you get caught up in saying you want to do all of this for people. Say what you mean. Take on as much as you can take on. Don't, like, I will not volunteer myself for something that I don't want to do. I will not do it. I will not volunteer myself for, I will be like slow to volunteer unless I absolutely feel enthusiastic to do it, or I know I have the time to do it. Because I don't put that pressure on myself to be like, well, I need to do it. I need to be everything for people. Sometimes there is that feeling, like the people pleaser feeling comes out and you want to say yes to everything. But at the same time, I try to give myself time to think it through. And I respect myself so much more when I do that. And people respect you when you do that. So volunteer. If you say you want to do something, volunteer, offer your services when it feels true to you. I can offer my coaching services because I'm like, I love it. I enjoy it. I love helping people. I love talking with people through their stuff. I'm more than happy to be there in that journey with you. Not a hassle. I mean, it's the furthest thing from a hassle. It's a dream. It's a honor. Let me go ahead and share some, I wrote this down, badass self-confident affirmations for you guys to use. Things come to me effortlessly. I accomplish anything I set my mind to. Everything aligns for me beautifully. I am the captain of my ship. I own my emotions. I own my dreams. I own my desires. I am committed to my highest good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and ding the singing bowl. If you guys want to stay for this meditation, please enjoy it in this mantra that I have written for y'all and me. And I'm gonna switch everything out for the affirmation. Instead of saying you, we're saying I, because we get to enjoy the benefits of this. I am the Empress. I am the Priestess. I am the divine wife, lover, and mother. I am limitless. The world is my oyster. Everything is energy. Do the energy work. Stay in alignment and become the ultimate magnet for my desires. What you desire desires you. I am open to infinite love, healing, and abundance. Okay, I hope that looked okay. So let's go ahead and we'll pull a card and then we will end this session. Guides, what guidance do you have for our lovely collective today? Okay. Okay, the guides have a lot to say. So we have Air Guardian, shift your perception. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Unlock the magic within, Magic Guardian. And we have Knight, be brave and honest. And Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Okay, all great advice. So let's just run through it really quick. Air Guardian, shift your perception. Allow yourself to see things from a higher perspective. Allow yourself to be open to what you can do and create and make. Allow yourself to believe that there's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. If you feel like this is all you can do, actually, limitless. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. To me, this is about being present in your body. Confidence is about understanding how to work with the energy flow in your body. So if you feel very uncomfortable, confidence is about feeling comfortable in your body. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to focus my energy inward and see if there's any tension, I just focus on it and I watch it dissipate. Or if I'm wanting to build my energy, usually I feel it here. I think around the solar plexus or the sacral, right around here in this powerful working machine here. I will just feel like a solid energy, and that will help me to feel the confidence. That's where I feel my confidence, like right there. If I'm walking about and I'm delivering a speech, I feel it there. Be brave and honest. Confidence takes courage. Confidence takes bravery. Confidence requires you to be honest about yourself, about what you can give, who you are, what's important to you. Being willing to, we have the Knight here. Being willing to be open and vulnerable. Being willing to be in front of people and make mistakes. That's the kind of leader that people are willing to look up to. Someone who's like, I'm a flawed human being, but I'm going to do it anyways. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. This is about the acting to me. So if you're needing to tap into an energy, like, ooh, can I do that? Can I be that role? Can I be that person? Whatever you need, it's available all the time. Energy is just, it's around us. If you think about energy, when you pass away, the energy transfers. So energy moves through from one to another. It's all available all around us. If you need to call in a certain role, so let's say you need to be something like a teacher, or you need to be, someone's asking you to be a manager, manage a team, and you're like, well, I've never done that before. Well, you have guides, you have the universe showing you the way. Ask the guides, God, life, to show you the way and let it be revealed to you what you need. I've learned to just trust myself. That's the magic, is I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. I don't overthink it. I just trust it. I'm like, okay, obviously if this opportunity has come my way, it's come my way for a reason. And I have to get out of my head to not self-sabotage the opportunity and just understand it's aligned with me. So I just need to focus my energy and pull out whatever is there, because the universe says I have it to give. You already have it to give. All right, last card. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your successes. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your opportunities. Celebrate before it's even come in, because it's going to come in. Expect it to come in. But more importantly, celebrate that you're alive, you're living. Life is good. It's always good. If you're breathing, life is good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will pull an affirmation card because this is about healing our self-confidence. We're going to see what the guides want us to work on towards building our self-confidence. We have one that popped out right away. And we have another. Oh my gosh, I love this. I inspire others. I love that. I absolutely love, love, love that messaging right there. I inspire others. Oof. I am in love with the hustle. Okay, so let's talk about these two. I inspire others. Everyone has a story, and stories are beautiful because they make us relatable. You know, if Eckhart Tolle, if we just saw him as the ascendant master, we wouldn't be like, "Hey, like, were you normal? Did you have a mom? Did you have a dad? How did you get to where you're at?" Well, I was human once. I inspire others. You're an inspiration for people. Whatever your story is, someone else can relate to that. So let it be told. Whatever your story is, let it be told. Let it be told. That's all I need to say about that. I'm in love with the hustle. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Zoom in. I might take a picture of it. I'm in love with the hustle. I think it's funny that that one popped up. Sometimes hustle culture, people are just like, you know what? I love hustle culture because sometimes I can't stop creating. That's the truth. Sometimes I just can't stop working on something or obsessing over something, and I just like it. It's fun. So if you find something you love, or if there's something you want to love what you do, uh, please go for it. We are all, to some degree, worker bees. We're here to do something, accomplish a mission, and that's just something I feel like it's an honor. I'm like, once I feel like I figured out my purpose in this moment, in this space and time, time and space of my life, I get really excited because I'm like, yes, I know what I can do. I know what I'm here to do. Let's just do it. Let's start making, creating, and being a part of that. So hustle, yes, there is a negative connotation around it because make sure you get your sleep, make sure you're resting, make sure you're being present with your family too. But loving what you do, to do. We're here to be and do. Love what you do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, then go ahead and check out my contact down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening.